here to kick off our coverage are Eamon, Liam and Damien. And Eamon, I suppose, look, all those wonderful memories of the World Cup, but the World Cup throws up so many stories, and we have already had an astonishing story from Spain.
Yeah, the coach was sacked yesterday, and he was sacked because Real Madrid had announced that he was to be their new coach, and he only gave 5 minutes notice to the Spanish Football Association, and they decided to sack him, despite the fact that the players, over a 2-hour meeting, tried very hard to keep him. They've had an immaculate record in qualifying. They won all their 10 games. But it's a major shock, and it could be a body blow to one of the favourite teams. It could, on the other hand, there's a lot of experienced players there. Ramos, Iniesta, people of immense experience and highly regarded people. So they may marshal the troops. But they have a tough game tomorrow against Portugal, and this is not the ideal preparation for it.
No. Damien, I heard somebody describe it as, well, this is Spain's version of Saipan. Now, look, let's not go back there. You were part of that. But do you think, you know, it will, as Eamon says, it'll have this galvanising effect on the experienced players, the whole squad?
Yeah, listen, these are top players, and I think they'll know how to put that aside. But listen, we'll know tomorrow night after their, I guess you call it the local derby against Portugal. But it's just, I think it could have been handled better from both sides. I think Eamon touched the words just before we went on there, the arrogance of Real Madrid, to not go through the proper channels. Nowadays you go to, I guess, the federation first. Can we speak to your manager, and go from there? So for it to be, you know, for him to find out 5 minutes, the chief executive of Spanish FA, 5 minutes before it went out on air, is incredible. But handle it better from his side. For me, he just has to park the ego and let him stay on. He's unbeaten in 20 games. He's got them there. They all seem to want to play for him, want to fight for him. So, yeah, bizarre. And, yeah, if it's acting like Saipan, they'll still be talking about it in 20 years as well.
Yeah, Liam, I don't know what your take on it is. Like, do you have sympathy for the manager? He's saying today, or the ex-manager, I feel really sad. He handed this over to his agent when Real made the initial approach, but didn't say anything to his employers, who just extended his contract.
Yeah, I think he gave the Spanish Federation little or no choice. Everything was done behind their backs, and it wasn't the way to do things. So they've acted quickly, and they've sacked him. They've appointed Hierro, who's a great former Spanish player. Very big association with Real Madrid, so we have to see whether that's going to balance itself with Barcelona. But having said that, just like Eamon and Damien have touched upon, there's real leadership in that squad, and I fully expect them to pull together and have a really good tournament.